We have John in the house. Give him a hand. Welcome to the 10K Club. You did a lot more than that. Well done. 24K, 10K cash collected, right? With
Yeah,
cash coming in. That's amazing, man.
yeah.
Well done.
Thank you very
Um,
much.
what was your biggest challenge before you started with us? What was the problem that drove you to purchasing from us to get support?
Um, I'd started to build a course. I've never done any online sales before, but I'd started to do it organically. And I'd already paid for another course to do organically, and they did do paid ad training at the end of it. But I didn't, although I thought there was value in it, I didn't feel it was as intense as I wanted it to be.
Mhm.
And your ad popped up a few times, and I listened to it. Obviously, I watched the first one. I think it was a picture, and then the second one was a video.
Yeah,
Uh,
nice.
he did the free presentation at the end, and then that led me to putting my details in. And yeah, your team gave me a call, and I remember I think there was a call setter first of all, and then somebody else, and then finally a sales call with Angel, which I was going to cancel. I cancelled it, and then she ended up calling me on the Sunday, and I took it.
Was it Princess or
Is it Princess or is it Angel?
well,
Is
Angel's one of our VAs? I think it would have been Princess.
sure, it's Angel. Yeah,
Are you sure? Okay,
I'm
it
pretty
doesn't
sure.
matter.
Yeah.
That's all cool. It's just
I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Angel.
okay,
I might be wrong. I'm sure she was American. I'm sure she was American.
Princess,
No, it might have
100%.
been Princess.
We've got some funky names, so
Right. Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Did you have any concerns? Were you nervous about anything? Because you'd already bought a program, so you've invested in. We hear that a lot. A lot of people have bought something else already, and then like, were you worried about working with another company, or where were you at with that?
Um. Well, basically, it was last throw of the dice really, because I'm a quantity surveyor by profession. I've been working in companies for the last 16 years, and when I went into starting becoming a QS, before that and before going to uni, I always had the vision of becoming my own boss as a
Mm,
developer. Um, so I always wanted to work on by myself. So I've taken that dive over about a year ago, and then I was getting to the end. I didn't have any work coming in, and I was trying to get the course going, and this was like the last roll of the dice. But um, throughout the sales process, throughout your funnel, there was nothing that everything you said ticked all the boxes in my mind that gave me the belief that it was going to work. That's why I went for it. So yeah, and you broke down the costs into a monthly basis. That eventually helped me to get the deal done with you guys. But I've been watching hundreds of videos, well, tens of videos of different people, and it was your funnel that convinced me. You were the
oh,
right
that's
guys.
amazing. So, so,
Uh,
so out of all of do you think there was one thing that stood out that were like, like that was like, yeah, this is it for me?
it was just like I think it was a step by step every single process of when you said we're going to take you through it step by step, every single thing, setting up your funnel so it's in place, and then that'll operate for you. I think that bit when you said you were going to take me through everything on ClickFunnels, because the other course that was on had ClickFunnels, but it didn't go into the detail of how to actually go
Yeah.
through it. So the fact that Princess or Angel said you would take me through it step by step by step.
Yeah.
That's the bit that I got. I was like, yeah, that's what I need. I need that technical knowledge on Facebook, on ClickFunnels and all the rest of it, just to make it all work, because I've got an idea of what I want to do, but obviously
Yeah.
to get all technical uh, things done, you need a bit of guidance. Otherwise, it's just overwhelming.
Mm,
I work out,
makes
and
sense.
about that step by step thing, I don't. It would have taken me forever to do, and
It's not
yeah,
possible today.
yeah, especially with the pressure on me.
Yeah, for sure. So look, I think that's really interesting because a lot of people, I think a lot of people have been marketed to with we're gonna hold your hand, we're actually gonna make sure that you go through it. But they've like what we do with like setting up the ads. I mean, I've had so much feedback over time. That's why we keep making that better because a lot of people a lot of people buy organics. It makes sense. It looks like an easier option, and they're not. Most providers are not willing. It like it's tough to provide what we do. I've had to go through the process myself. It costs us a lot, but it's also like it's something that you have to have a specialist knowledge
You're
in.
cutting up, Ed.
Oh, you hearing me now or not? Hold on, let me can you hear me now? Or is it
I don't know what's happened there. I've
1 second? Let me
gone all laggy.
it's gone laggy. Hold on, let me come through here.
There you go. Yeah,
That'll
yeah, it seems to
come
be getting
better.
better. Is it your Wi-Fi?
Yeah, we're having some work outside. So look, we hear that a lot because people have said, like they've been told they're going to get the step by step, but they don't really. Because what we provide is it's a lot of hard work for us to get you guys to go through that, because it's you have to have a lot of ad experience in order to be able to do that. And most providers, it's easier for them to just teach organics, whereas like what we teach is exactly what we do, which we've got years worth of experience in it. So
Yeah,
it's an exciting stage, because I think a lot of people are now starting to realize, actually, ads don't have to be as scary. They are really cheap if you've got a good understanding around how to provide the value to your clients already. Then you just need support on how to set that up, how to get better at sales, of which of course we help you do all of that. That's awesome, dude. What else? So what was the most value for you, us helping you set up all of the ads and the funnel? Was that the number one thing for you? There
well,
wasn't anything else?
yeah, I think that's been the number one thing, because ultimately that's bringing a constant flow of leads to me, and
Yeah,
these leads seem to be getting better. So I haven't
yeah,
really. I literally went through the training, and then towards the end, because of all the personal issues, I've got the lad working with me. I got him to do the last couple of ones on the ads, and then
yeah.
me and him were messaging Ashley and I can't remember what's his name.
Andrew.
Yeah, in the in the schools, and they adjusted his ad back and forth with them, and then we ended up posting that ad, and that ad's not changed.
Yeah,
That
nice.
ad got posted in December, and it's just been getting better and better, and the
Yeah, nice.
quality of leads seems like I'm calling less people and getting more strategy calls booked.
Yeah.
So obviously the algorithm in Facebook's getting
Yeah, I
better.
mean,
I just need
once
to-
you start running the ad, and then you start training your algorithm again, like most people never get access to that, because they're always focused on their organic and trying to get their organic algorithm to give them what they need. But
Yeah,
it's like a relentless task, and it's completely unreliable. Versus what people don't realize is that social media is a pay to play game, right? As soon as you start looking at it from that, then your algorithm will always get better. It will always feed better. And if we just refine it, and then we just reverse engineer how much you need to make according to how many leads you can generate.
yeah.
Um, thank you, my man. I appreciate you for being amazing and going through the process, because it doesn't happen without people like yourself willing to commit. But what would you say to someone that was on the edge, or maybe nervous about joining?
No, I mean, I've looked at a lot of videos, and I've gone through a few people's funnels, and I've only bought two programs, and the first program was bought on the necessity of the change, and this one was bought on the necessity to be successful. And out of the 12 months of watching people, yours was the most convincing. And then once I've joined, I can guarantee you now, anybody who joins, who follows the process word for word and goes back and redoes and re-watches it, something if they didn't understand it, or if they're struggling technically, just go back and watch the video from the beginning. If you do that, you're guaranteed to be successful. As long as as long as you're selling a course that's going to help people, you are going to, there's no way you can fail, because ultimately you are going to get a funnel that sends you the right people. And you've got the expertise of your team that are going to tell you how to make your ad and change your ad to make sure it gets them results. So yeah, so if anybody's thinking about signing up, sign up here, because you're guaranteed to get the results in the most fastest way. You're going to be given step-by-step guidance, and then if you do hit a difficult patch, you can always jump into the clinic. I've only been in one clinic, and
Nice.
yeah, and
That's great.
that was after 8 sales calls, which I was getting better and better, because
Yeah.
I was trying to use your list of things that I need to tick off, and I was probably a bit too regimental in not coming across natural.
Yeah.
But obviously, persistence, you build it in naturally, and then
Yeah.
the last couple are just starting. It's just I don't really follow the script now. I've got it in my head.
Mhm.
I understand what I'm looking for, and then I go through that and follow your process to the end. I still need to tweak up on making sure they haven't got any rejections. I can't remember what the terminology is, rejections or reasons why
Objections.
they can't sign up. So I still need to be better at getting rid of them. But overall, I'm happy, obviously, because it seemed, well, it is working. It's worked. So and to go from no sales in 12 months or 13 months to 4 sales, 3 coming through the funnel and 1 coming from organic.
Nice.
But obviously you've boosted my organic as well. So the first sales call I ever got was from the first organic. What's the organic post that you do?
Cash collector.
Yeah, cash collector. Yeah, so the first cash collector,
Yeah, nice.
and that was the first sale call I got, and then that gave me a massive boost to
Yeah.
realize it's going to work, and I've given more belief in your program, and then I just doubled down and like I say, I followed it word for word, went back and watched things time and time again, and I was filling out the forms as you tell us to do. So the psychology of this makes you actually implement it much better if you follow what you're saying word for word, like
Yeah.
printing out the tasks and writing it out. You're sort of like reprogramming your mind for success. So that's what I like. I've done a lot of personal training, done a lot of Tony Robbins stuff, and I could see all that entwined in what you're
Yeah.
delivering.
Lovely. Well, John, hey, thanks again, man. I appreciate you for being awesome. Let's get to your next step so you can put another 0 on those numbers.